Hey everybody, Alan Cox here, Microsoft MVP. Microsoft just rolled out GPT-5. They did this across all of the Copilot experiences, including 365, GitHub, Azure AI, and it's free for everyone. And the new Smart Mode automatically determines and picks the right model based on the task. So it uses sort of this chain of thought sort of reasoning. And compared to version 4, GPT-5 is faster, more accurate, better at complex reasoning, and it just makes Copilot smarter and more intuitive than ever. But what exactly does that mean for you? We're going to take a look, just a quick example of some prompt differences and how the model changed just a bit. And so anyway, so let's talk about it, and we'll get right to it. All right, so here I am in my environment. What are we talking about? We're talking about GPT-5. Well, GPT-5, of course, Microsoft announced just yesterday that they have rolled this out, and it just brings a whole lot of advancements and enhancements to the GPT engine that's running behind the scenes, but what it does for Copilot, it just brings an advanced sort of thought process and reasoning with it, and so we'll talk just a little bit about that and take a look at that here in just a second. So here I'm in just my my chat experience in Copilot for Microsoft 365. Now, we'll talk about the research agent and the analyst agent over here that at some point that do an awful lot of great things, but we're going to see some similarities. If you use the research agent, you're going to see some similarities here in what we're talking about with GPT-5. So we're going to do right now is we have up here, we'll notice right up here it says try GPT-5. We're going to leave that as it is for right now. And so we're operating basically under the model of GPT-4, and we're going to take a look at some prompting here. Now I've got some policies and so forth that Copilot does have access to through my account. And we're going to just take a look at a few different things. And what you'll find is that when Copilot needs to go into advanced research, analytics, these sort of things, we're going to see that pop up and just how it looks for us here in just a second. So we're going to do something here, and I'm just going to give it the same prompt. And I'm going to say compare. If I get my hands in the right spot here, we're going to say compare Contoso's acceptable use policy to other organizations. We're going to do that. So I'm actually going to copy. Let me do this. I'm actually going to copy this prompt, because literally, of course, it didn't spell anything right, but that's okay. I'm literally going to put this prompt in. It's exactly the same. So let's just do this with Copilot as it was yesterday morning. And so we're going to prompt this in here, basically using version 4, and we'll see what we get here. All right, so we do have an acceptable use policy here. We can, of course, point to this. The nice thing about it is, of course, with Copilot, we can always drill in some more. So it's just giving us really pretty much what we asked. It's doing some comparisons. That's nice. So, okay, and some key insights, and then, of course, some documentation and so forth that we have here. So we get a kind of idea of what that looks like. Decent. But let's just try 5 and see what we get with GPT-5 using the same prompt. And so I'm just going to go in here now, and I'm literally going to paste this prompt right in there, and then just hit go, and we'll see. So we're on GPT-5 now. Turn it on, and notice right away we're starting to see some of this deep analytics or deep researching that it's starting to do. It's going beyond what we just saw in version 4, where it's pretty much just going right to the documents, extracting information. Now it's doing some deep analytics and research using that smart technology and that automation behind it. Determining the best the best model essentially to use here. So we'll just let that kind of play out a little bit. As I mentioned before, if you've used the researcher tool to research internal or documents, or just do public researching or whatever, this looks very, very similar to this. And so we'll just see kind of what this model, but again, not changed anything, not changed the prompt, exact identical prompt. And so now we're seeing a whole lot more detail, more of a benchmark with a lot of resources here internally. So this is kind of what policies we have, but then how other organizations might handle acceptable use policies, which, by the way, acceptable use policy is just what an organization may have to say, this is how you should treat company data, company assets, laptops, etc. So we can see here, of course, cited resources, different resources that it's cited. Bring your ID, bring your device, sort of specific things. And so on down it goes, but a lot more reasoning, a lot more research involved in the exact same prompt that we find here. And by the way, this model is rolled out to all the applications. So this model can be in play in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, other applications inside of Microsoft 365 and Copilot, in addition to Copilot Studio. So looking forward to playing around with this. Let me know what you think, and in the comments or whatever. But it's interesting to see how this plays out. But it's a really, really big enhancement, and super excited to see how this works going forward. So, well, I appreciate it, and thanks for watching, and I guess we'll talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye.